just moving on to Security Centre. So just a bit around Security Centre really. So there is a free tier of Security Centre which provides basic recommendations, but you can also upgrade to the standard tier, which will cost per resource, but it's worth mentioning that you can only enable it on the subscription for all of the resources within there. Now, some resources are free, some resources aren't, such as like web apps and virtual machines. So if you do upgrade to the standard tier, just be aware that you'll be paying for the whole subscription. You can't chop and choose different resources that are on the standard tier and some are on the free tier. So Security Centre will recommend or give you recommendations to improve your security. So, you know, there's that much stuff in Azure that is very easy to forget about. You know, maybe you've left a public IP address where you've been testing on a virtual machine, or you've left, you know, a port to RDP onto a virtual machine open. And it's also easy to forget about what you've done as well. So it will give you recommendations in order to fix them, and obviously you can then improve your secure score. So you know, when you first deploy your environment, there may be quite a lot of recommendations, but then you can work through them and, you know, keep improving the security of your environment. And, you know, the Security Centre standard as well will give you additional benefits. So one of them being just-in-time access. So you obviously don't want to leave your virtual machines running your applications open for people to RDP and remote into all of the time. So what you can do is use just-in-time access. And what that basically does is you can set policies to control access to them virtual machines. And what Security Centre and just-in-time will do is it will change the network security group rules for you. And then what you can do then is set a time period. So, you know, Bob can have access to the virtual machine for 2 hours, but then it must, you know, you can't have any longer than that. So then the NSG rule would then disappear and the access will be blocked again. And you can have like approval gates and you know, who should be approving access to what virtual machine and things like that. So yeah, really good way. If you're not using Security Centre, at least use it for the free tier. You know, just to take advantage of the recommendations. And you know, depending on your environment, it would also be worth going to the standard tier as well to get them extra benefits.